awakening much of the Midwest and Northeast. What a perfect time to be in the Sunshine State as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with the Dallas Cowboys. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 20. Five. Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. He'll drop to throw. That'll be caught by Cup. And he's got room. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big play there on the catch and run. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Khalil Mack has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
And he's not going anywhere to start tonight. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. On the handoff, this is Swift. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. So after the big play, look at this. All the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Prescott. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up second. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott. And it's caught. And the Cowboys are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Extra point safely through, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got a man complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big third down play there for the Jags. They'll drop to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Point after here coming up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. Here's Prescott. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will finally go out of bounds, but not before he takes it down to the 25. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line. This defense for the Jags, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
There's a little bit of lightning talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
These two teams all tied after one. Prescott off play action. Sliding out of the pocket. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a fourth down. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Fields this way up at the 17. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things.
And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. It's a big play for the Jaguars. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he'll get this underneath to Singletary. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll make it a second down. At the 12-yard line. They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Extra point forthcoming. It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score Cowboys 17, Jaguars 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Fields this way up at the 17. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they
nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
a lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Back to throw. Flush to his right. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for third down. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Back to throw again. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick 6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And the Cowboys are going to have it here at their own 15. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. He's going to try and go deep again. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Cowboys. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Yeah, and this is one of the best runs you'll see. A lot of times on these long touchdowns, you'll say he gets into the end zone untouched, but not here. He fought his way through contact, and it barely even registered, and he just continued down the field all the way to the end zone.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Now, that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3...
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 15. Throw left side. There's Schwartz with it. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Eluding the pressure right. He's got it. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Slide for the PAT. It's up and good, so they claw back into it. 24-14 now. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. Touchdown, Cowboys. DeAndre Swift as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys will extend their lead here just before halftime. The extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. A short kick taken at the 18. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive as they'll take over with just 13 seconds to go before the break. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They'll throw now on the final play. Flushed out right. Wide open receiver complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And he is out of bounds here on the return. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Cameron Jordan able to record his 5th sack of the season. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And got his man complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big play that time through the air. 37 yards. Prescott looks to throw on first. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. We talk a lot about setting the tone to start the game. And now some disagreement down on that sideline. The red flag is out, and we're going to get a challenge. And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over.
Yeah, remember now, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear video evidence to the contrary. And I give these officials a lot of credit. Such a tough and demanding job. You and I both know that. Yeah, they make the right call way more often than they get it wrong.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Well, listen, when you've got the lead, There's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play because he saw he had a receiver in the area and he just put it well over his head out of harm's way.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing, Prescott. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Jags are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
Well, pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They're going to look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion.
Open man Lamb, it's complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Touchdown, Jaguars. Cooper Kupp, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars get a score closer.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score.
And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. Touchdown, Cowboys!
I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now back to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown!
Anthony Schwartz
with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you get
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. On 1st and 10, Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be a 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Point after, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. So that one will be accepted. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. On play action, they'll throw. Escaping the pressure right. That is caught by Lamb. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
2nd and 6. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st down, Singletary, and he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, you hate that defensively. They had him pretty well corralled, but the face mask, that obviously changes things.
Yeah, it's a bit frustrating because you feel like you did everything right. You had him stop, but the hand gets up just a little too high, and the natural inclination is to hold on, and that's going to get called every time.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. He'll look to throw. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
Neville Gallimore able to record his 5th sack of the season. This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal.
Right there.
They'll drop to throw. Trying to improvise. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Anthony Schwartz,
His 21st touchdown of the season.
and the Jaguars have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball. Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think he continued to do so.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On 2nd down, Swift.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Prescott. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Running the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now Prescott. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Fields this way up at the 17. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Finding some room at midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
They'll look to run with Singletary. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Back to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So with 40 seconds left, we'll see the onside kick. If they've ever needed one to go their way, it's now. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Here's Prescott. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Jags grab it. There he goes left side. And we are tied. They return to the house. And now Charles, the extra point, can give them the lead.
And they did it on defense. What a play.
So they're not home yet. Still a critical extra point here to break the tie. And they have got the lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. And they don't get the reception. Incomplete. So now they're down to 17 seconds remaining. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
To throw, Prescott.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get to midfield or so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
Here's Dak.
Buying time to his left.
That's taken in by Knox.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. And now they get the timeout call. So they got one of the big plays that they needed. Can they do it again? Don't change that dial. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. This from Tom Dempsey range here. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. What were they clicking on offense?
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run.